our community. Our goal is to provide a nurturing, stimulating, and individualized environment, promoting appreciation and respect for self and others, independence, and enthusiasm for learning. Our philosophy of education is the development of human brain to his fullest potential. All members of our highly qualified staff are dedicated to the Montessori approach to education and life. Individualized programs are designed in accordance with each child's unique social and emotional needs, as well as his or her academic and physical development. We wish to collaborate with you, the parents, in a supportive role in order to facilitate a unified approach to your child's growth and development. It is only through the cooperative effort of the school and the home that your child is assured of the highest quality education. As we are facing an extraordinary time in history during this pandemic period, Bright School has prepared a special online program and homeschooling program for your children.
Kepada legal juga dinas pendidikan.
I invite you and your family to come and visit Bright School so you can see firsthand what makes Bright School so unique, a second home for your children. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Carlos Camelo, Public Relations and Subject Teacher at Bryce School. And before we start, I would like to thank you to everyone here and our school director, Ketua Jajasan, Penasehat Jajasan, principals, parents, teachers, students, attendees, and our very special guests. Today we have from the Institute Technology Bandung, Professor Bapa Ahmad Zainal Habaidin, Master of Science, PhD. Welcome to today's event of Bryce School's second series student discussion. On this opportunity, we will discuss the topic of waste management. We all know that this topic is very important to all of us for the environmental aspect and the sustainability of our well-being. Management of waste is a demanding and challenging undertaking in many countries, includes Colombia, with important implications for human health and well-being. Environmental preservation and sustainability is very important to every country. That's why we have today presenters from different countries that will let us know what's every country doing in regards to this matter. There's a specific evidence on the waste-related health effects, including mortality, cancer, reproductive health, and milder effects effects that are affecting our well-being. For that reason, every action we make is very important, for the well-being of for our well-being and for a better and cleaner environment. We could apply this with a small, simple act. We must be aware and get used to the fact that we all must take care of one and only home, and that is planet Earth. We are a big family here, with only one son, This small step could contribute positively with positive results as well, So, as usual, I would like to quote a quote from Maria Montessori. Goes like this: "We shall walk together on this path of life, for all things are part of the universe and are connected with each other to form one whole unity." As you know, not only Bersatu Indonesia, tapi Bersatu Dunia. Concerning this topic, we must take care of this planet, which is our only home. We hope this discussion will be beneficial for everyone and we all can learn and understand more about this topic. Now, allow me to introduce our moderators. For today, we will have Miss Cecilia Rosalie. She is our school nutritionist, and she's also working in the public relations of Bryce. All right, Miss Cecilia, the discussion is all yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Carlos. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is really a very special day that I really glad that we can meet here in this Zoom meeting. Usually in Bright School, we do usually have a regular celebration of International Day on December. But of course, we all know, unfortunately, due to this pandemic, we cannot have a regular celebration of International Day. But thank God that even though we cannot celebrate it face-to-face and physical event, but we're glad we can still meet here in Zoom meeting, even though it's virtual, but we're glad that we can see all of you here.
Today. English, bye.
And today, I'm not here alone because there's two other moderators, student moderators. The first one is Andrea and also Bella. Andrea, hi Andrea, good afternoon.
everyone, I'm Andrea Kamala from Bright World Academy Grade 7.
Okay, so Andrea, it's grade 7 from Bright World Academy. And next one, Valof. Hi, Valof. Good afternoon.
Hello everyone, I'm Maura Fellow of grade 5 from Bright School.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, I will give time for these two moderators to also say something for today's event.
Today's presentation is all about how in some countries managing their plastic waste. We have presenters from Bright School, presenter from AUP Academy. His name is Roy Matthew N. Buhia, grade 8. And then we would like to thank to Miss Amanda Iliano, the grade 8 homeroom teacher, as well as all the classmates and friends from the Philippines. Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
Okay, so once again, welcome Mrs. Amanda for willing to come and join us for today's discussion. So for this, the technique for this and from the Philippines, their presentation for 7 minutes. And then after that, there will be question and answers for 3 minutes. So only 1 to 2 questions for each presenter. So if you have questions while they presenting their topics, you can type it in the Zoom live chat. So we can answer this, or our presenter can answer this after their presentation.
Okay, now let's just give all the presenters the time to present their respective assigned countries. For the first presenter is Audrey. She will show her presentation about plastic waste in Singapore to us.
Hello everyone, my name is Audrey Felicia from grade 8 Bright World Academy. Now I want to present my presentation about how Singapore manage their plastic waste. First, the harm of plastic waste for the environment is first can contaminate water and soil. Second, the land become infertile. Third, make us global warming. And lots of plastic garbage scattered abroad because many people litter. The harm of plastic waste for animals. We know that plastic waste is very dangerous if eaten by animals. Because plastic waste is not easily broken down, so this plastic waste can kill animals. In a recent study, it was even explained that this plastic waste kills 100 sea turtles every year. And 91% of turtles they found caught in fishing gear has died. Now let us discuss how Singapore manage their plastic waste. Plastic are the largest category of waste dumped in Singapore. According to last year's data, there were approximately 743,400 tons of waste and only 6% of plastic waste recycled. The amount of waste caused because there are still many producers who use plastics. How Singapore segregate their waste. In Singapore, all the waste is collected by blue recycling bins, is collected by the public waste collectors and sent to materials recovery facilities for sorting out into paper, glass, metal, and plastic waste types. They will then be sent to various recycling facilities and converted into raw materials that can be utilized for new products. Plastic will be crushed crush it into smaller pieces, blend it, extrude it, and cut into small pellets that are sold companies. Glass is cleaned in and crushed into cullets, which can then be melted into new products. Papers are shredded and soaked into a pulp, and then refined into paper sheets, which can be used to make anything from notepad to carrier bags. While metals are sorted first, compacted together, and then cut into smaller pieces and melted into new products. In Singapore, there is a program, and the program is Recycle and Save. Recycle and Save is joined by FNN and NEA to place 50 smart reverse vending machines across Singapore to encourage recycling of used plastic drink bottles and aluminum drink cans among Singaporeans. You know that people contributed by joining the program, they will get some reward. First, fair price discount coupons. Second, stars that can be redeemed for e-capita vouchers that can be used in capital and malls. Third, active SG credits that can be used for fitness programs and gym membership at active SG facilities. And fourth, Sentosa Fun Pass tokens that can be exchanged for many perks including attraction, places, and food and drinks. How does Singapore process waste? First, the garbage will collected in an area such as a chimney like a factory. Then the trash will be burned for 7 days non-stop. The heat energy generated from this combustion can turn on electricity in Singapore. How's the smoke? The smoke does not come out of the chimney directly. The smoke will be filtered so that it becomes clean air and can be inhaled by community. Where is the ashes? In burning this plastic waste, there must be ash. So where is the ash? The ash is put into the dam and will not appear again. The dam is far from coastal environment so that it doesn't pollute the ocean. With waste technology, it can be profitable. Also, let's reduce the use of plastic by bringing our own shopping bags. Hopefully, this presentation is useful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Audrey, for the nice presentation. It's really nice how Singapore handles their plastic waste. From this presentation, we can conclude how Singapore handles their plastic waste in its own ways and how it sorts plastic waste to be handled easily. And from this presentation, we can also see that not only plastic waste is dangerous for humans, but they are also dangerous for other living things like animals. Now I will open the mic for 2 questions about Singapore that Audrey will help to answer.
Get my feedback. Karasita.
There's a question for Audrey in Singapore. Here's the question. What are you going to improve the plastic waste management in Singapore? Like, do you think it needs improvement or not? If it's needed, like what are you going to do to improve their plastic waste management?
Thank you for the question. And maybe I will sorry, Mrs. Cecil, what's the question again?
If you are one of the government in Singapore, like what is your contribution in improvement in improving the plastic waste management in Singapore, or do you think it's not needed to be improved or not? If you think that's the best way, so That's fine.
Okay, maybe I will. What's it called? I will follow like recycle and save the program.
Okay, so you think it's already good, right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
already.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, if none, we will continue to the next presenter.
Okay, now let's move on to the second presenter, presenting Japan and how they manage their plastic waste in their country. Okay, Kira, the time is yours.
Hello everybody, good afternoon, konnichiwa. And today I'm Kira Toita and I'm from grade 6. So today, from my representative country, I'll be from Japan. Thank you. So today there are 3 topics that I'm going to discuss about. The first is how are trash classified in Japan? Are there schedule for the trash to be picked up? And how to handle plastic waste? I'm going to tell you a little bit of Japan first. Of course, all of you have known what's Japan like. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more. I'm from Indonesia, which is right here, and Japan is way up here. So it's far. And Japan has a lot of communities, but they can still keep their country clean because they've been teach discipline since they were young. Here in the picture, a student is washing their milk carton, and that discipline will continue until they are an adult to throw their trash into the correct place. Japan classified their trash into 8 parts. The first one is garbage, which is an organic trash, vegetable, fish bone, eggs, burnable garbage, which is waste paper, cigarette, and plastic. Third is burnable garbage, metal, lamps, spray cans. Fourth is large-sized garbage, furniture, and carpet. Fifth, a bottle. Sixth, cans. Seventh, newspaper, cardboard, and milk carton. And eighth, pet bottle. Here I have a picture of the trash cans in Japan in a public place. There are usually 8 types of it. Here I have another picture. There are trash to be picked up, a weekly pickup schedule, and a monthly pickup schedule. For the weekly, we have the garbage, which is organic. It's collected on Monday and Thursday in a brown bag. Burnable garbage, which is collected on Tuesday and Friday in a pink bag. I have a picture of an example of a brown bag. There is a schedule. It will help you to imagine that you have to keep the garbage for Tuesday and Wednesday, then you can throw it on Thursday, Friday and Saturday you have to keep it again, and Monday you can throw it. So in 1 week they have some days to keep the trash.
Ini, aku ngeliat di email.
The trash to be picked up schedule and a monthly schedule.
Di email
For the
sama
monthly schedule, there is spray cans, which if spray cans, you'll be imagining about like whipped cream or shaving cream. And second, we have milk carton, which is usually from milk, as you can see from the name. And cans, pet bottle. And don't forget to separate the pet bottle cap because it will have different types of process to recycle it. And some paper here. It's usually from cardboard and magazines. Here to help you to imagine how does Japan throw their trash? I have the schedule here. So on every Wednesday, you can throw unburnable garbage or large size garbage as the schedule. And for Saturday, there is bottle and used milk carton or cans and pet bottle. And the burnable garbage, there is plastic. Then how is the plastic going to be recycled? And how is the harm of plastic waste? Why does it need to be recycled? There is a danger for the plastic for animals. The animals cannot identify which is plastic and which is their food. And so that's why maybe one of the animals can eat the plastic and the plastic cannot be digestible, and it will just like stay there until the animal died. And the animal maybe may contains like this deer may contains around 1.5 kilos or 3.5 pounds. And also whales, there are a lot of plastic as you see in the sea. And this whale contains a lot of this plastic right here in the picture. Yeah, it's really sad, as you can see from the picture. It's 1.5 kilos. It's really big, really heavy. And how about for the human? We know that the human can identify, right, which one is plastic and which one is not, but we don't know. We as human, we eat several animals like chicken, fish, but we don't know, right, if the animals already eaten the plastic or not. So here I have a picture of a new food chain. This, the human represent us, and here the fish. We don't know if the fish already eat the microplastics. So it could just like stay in our body too. Yeah. And how about the other? If it's not to be eaten, there's another way. There could be heart attacks and asthma for your breathing. And like, when the plastic is combined with an organic trash, it could be a smell because the organic trash can be easily recycled by the soil and composted. But while the plastic have a really long time to be recycled, so the smell could into asthma. There's an easy way to recycle plastic just from us, just from the community. There is this machine. This machine is usually found in some public places, this machine. And we could put some PET bottles, but not the cap, okay, not with the cap, because the cap has different recycle process. We put the PET bottle inside and then we can get money. So it's really nice because the community can get money while the community also help the government because the community already recycled plastic. And then how about the trash from our home? The trash from our home will be picked up regularly as the schedule, as I told, and it will be put into a truck, and the truck will be closed so the plastic won't go all over, the smell of the plastic won't go all over the place. And then it will go to an incinerator. The incinerator we will put the waste right here and it will be burned. The ashes will be collected right here. And then the smoke will be filtered and then the steam, there's a turbine right here and the turbine will spin and then it powers the whole incinerator building. Then how about the waste, the ash? The ash will be dumped, it will land as a landfill and then can be covered and then cover it again to make a playground or some building. So what can we do as a small community? We can easily sort out the trash, just 2 parts. We can start from 2 parts and then be 3, 4, 5. Well, Japan has 8, but you can just start from 2. Organic and non-organic. And second, wash the plastic waste, then bring it to the temporary disposal site, TPS. But remember, not all TPS, not all types of plastic the TPS can receive. Usually just bottles, because bottles is much more easier to recycle. And then the organic trash, you can make it into compost. So the conclusion for this presentation is Japan have many populations, but they can still manage their trash really well. Japanese community is a very disciplined one. They can follow to throw their trash into the correct place. After sorting out, the country will help to process their trash, or they could also recycle them by themselves for bottles. We can help to recycle just from little things. Thank you very much and sayonara. Goodbye.
Nice.
Okay, thank you, Kira, for your nice and clear presentation. From this presentation, we can conclude that Japan is one of the responsible countries for their plastic waste. They even sorted their plastic waste with different ways, with schedules and multiple types of trash bins. Now I will open the mic for 2 questions about Japan that Kira will help to answer.
Okay, I already see here in the live chat, there's 2 questions for Kira. Let me read for the first one. This is from Rega. What is PET bottle? Is it like a bottle for your pet, or does PET mean something else?
So PET bottle actually, thank you for your question. And PET bottle actually means the mineral water that actually you bought in the mini market, and that's what you call PET bottle. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kira. And here's the next question. It's from Chitra Anggun. Hello, I have a question for Kira. What did Japan do with the bottle caps? Because you said it's separated, right? So, yeah.
Well, the bottle caps is actually like made of plastic and some other materials. But I haven't researched it far. And thank you for your question. And it will be my next. It will be my next for my presentation. Thank you very much for your question.
Okay. Nah. Thank you, Kira, for the presentation and for your answer as well. I would like to ask all the participants who are in this Zoom meeting, because I see there's a lot of names that I have never seen before. I would like to acknowledge everyone here. Kindly please comment in the live chat your full name and your school where you came from. So once again, please chat on the live chat your full name and then your school as well. So we would like to address you as well. Where are you from? What school are you from? In bahasa, I will explain in bahasa as well. Jadi untuk para peserta yang hadir, kami semua ingin tahu Anda dari mana, murid-murid ini dari mana, sekolahnya dari mana, supaya kami bisa acknowledge kalian semua yang hadir di acara ini. Jadi bisa komen di live chat nama lengkap _ asal sekolah. Oke, terima kasih.
Okay, now let's give time to the third presenter presenting Germany and how they manage their plastic waste in their country. Okay, Latang, you can start your presentation.
Okay, Thank you, fellow. Hello, my name is Ramos Malatang Panogarisrait. I'm from grade 9 from Breakwald Academy. Today, I will tell you how waste management in Germany was success. Okay, so how German waste management was success. First, public trust. Germany citizens trust to Germany government for waste management. Trust by the public is very important because citizen will be who do something that government told. Two, the garbage collector salary. Germany make a high salary for garbage collector. So the garbage collector will be more enthusiastic and excited to do it. Three, make the recycle easier. Germany make many types of the trash bin that can make the garbage collector work easier. The type of the trash bin is one, brown trash bin. What is brown trash bin for? Brown trash bin is used for biodegradable waste. And biodegradable waste is something that can be broken down into carbon dioxide, water, methane, or simple organic molecules by microorganisms. The example of bio-waste is wooden log, leaves, dead plants, and animals. Two, there is a blue trash bin. Blue trash bin is used for something that made from paper. What trash you should put in this bin? You should put paper trash like newspaper, magazine, waste paper, paper bags, but for just carton and other food package, put it on the black trash bin. Three, there is a black trash bin. Black trash bin is used for waste that are not fit in any of the before categories that can be disposed in the black bins. What is the example of the trash? The example is unwanted household object like hair brushes or frying pans, or it can be tissue and cigarette butts. And then what happens when the trash bin is collected? First, the garbage collector will put it on the garbage truck, then take it away. If it's recyclable garbage, the trash will be tried to recycle into something that can be used. For example, is polyester and compost. And then non-recyclable garbage will be tried to destroy in many ways, start from burn, buried in the soil, and the other way. What is my contribution to help my government on waste management? I put the trash in the bin. Put the trash in the bin is things that we can do, but it's very helpful to garbage collectors so they can work easier and they don't have to collect it. Two, use the less plastic item. I will try to use less plastic things because it's hard to destroy plastic waste and need a thousand of years for plastic to destroy naturally. If I was the stakeholder in government, what will I do? First, I will do several things that focus on the new stuff. I will make sure the rule breaker get punishment. Second, I will make all of the punishment becomes money because Indonesia really need money on waste processing, and we have most of things that we have is old stuff. And I will make the charge lower so everyone can pay the charge. Third, I will use most of the money to buy waste processing machine so we can destroy or recycle waste faster and easier. And I will buy the better garbage truck so the garbage collector can carry more garbage and easier. Four, I will raise the garbage collector salary because garbage collector have a bad reputation in Indonesia, and it's make someone that yeah they work not really excited, not really work hard for uh to collect the garbage. Okay, that's from me. Thank you. Guten Tag. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Malatang. It's really nice how Germany have a different color of trash and different types of trash as well. And now I will open the Q&A session for 2 questions about Germany that Malatang will help to answer. You can type your question at the Zoom chat.
Okay, Andrea, there's one question from Amanda Iliano for the Germany. So, how much budget is allocated by Germany government to maintain their cleanliness? Jadi berapa banyak sih budget yang dialokasiin sama pemerintah Jerman untuk maintain, untuk tetap menjaga kebersihan mereka?
Okay. I'm sorry but for the budget, I'm not really searching about it, but yeah, I can answer later maybe after I researching more. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, later at the closing, we would like to go back to the question that they cannot answer. So they will do research for a while, then we'll get back to the question later on. Okay, any more question? If none, we will move on for the next presenter.
Thank you, Malatang, for answering the question. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth presenter, Yasser, presenting China and how they manage their plastic waste in their country. Okay, Yasser, the time is yours.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Ni hao. My name is Yasser Ali Malikwibawa. I am from Bright School 6th grade. And on this wonderful event, I'm going to present to you the story of China, the biggest waste importers. Without further ado, we'll begin with my presentation. In September of 2018, the World Bank announced that our global waste production is predicted to rise by 72% by 2050. Humankind currently produces 2 billion tons of waste per year between 7.6 billion people. Population increase may be part of the problem, but its levels of consumption within a handful of developed nations and their gross mismanagement of waste that have led to this environmental catastrophe. The United States is the biggest generator of waste per capita worldwide, with each citizen producing an average of 808 kilograms per year, almost a ton, and more than double that of citizens of Japan. Moving to the next slide, as you can see, China has the most in total net weight, total trade value, and share of global imports by 170.5 million metric tons, 80.9 billion US dollars, and 72.40% of share of global imports, followed by the United States of America, Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, Canada, Italy, and lastly, India. In the early 21st century, China had become the second largest plastic producer in the world, second to the US. However, China's domestic productivity still could not meet their demand for plastics. Furthermore, the rising crude oil prices at the time also led to the inflation of the price of pure plastics. At the same time, although the price of waste plastics has also increased, it is still relatively cheap compared to virgin plastics. Thus, in order to cope with the demand and lower costs, the import of waste has increased again. The increasing demand led China to rely heavily on the import of waste, such as plastic waste. However, this also formed the dependence of other countries in the world on China's imports of plastic waste. In the 1990s, economic development and the rise in living standards increased China's demand for plastic products by 21% annually. However, in that year, China lacked raw materials, and the production quality was incapable of meeting to the growing needs. Moreover, they did not have an efficient recycling system, and waste was collected through an informal recycling network. From 1980 to 1994, the recycling rate of waste products in China fell by 11%, which brought about pressure in the city. In some big cities, a large number of waste plastics were not being recycled and led to a strain on the urban drainage system blockage. About 60% of plastic waste in China was discarded or not recycled at the time. China, being the largest importer of waste plastics, account for 56% of the global market. Meanwhile, the United States, Japan, Germany, and the United Kingdom are the main source countries for the waste. Since 2010, China has begun to implement more stringent waste import policies that correspond with the quality of import waste and improvement of domestic production capacity. Green fence operation. The quality of recyclable materials exported to China gradually declined. On the contrary, large amounts of waste entering China was mixed with food, garbage, and other pollutants. These unmanageable waste products have thus burdened the Chinese government. In order to enhance the management of the market and the reduction of illegal traffic, the Chinese government had decided to implement the green fence operation. This initiative was designed to monitor the quality and flow of incoming waste and combat smuggling. By the end of 2013, China's waste imports had been reduced by 1 million metric tons. And although there are actually two other ban policies that have been regulated in China, which are the Blue Sky Operation and the National Sword Operation, I will not talk about that today. China determined in July of 2017 and announced on the 16th of August 2017 that it would stop the import of 24 kinds of solid waste from foreign countries. Solid wastes including plastics, paper products, and textiles, etc. The new policy was implemented on the 1st of January 2018 and banned the imports of those wastes. An even tighter policy was announced on the 15th of November 2017 to take effect on the 1st of March 2018. This policy severely reduced the allowable contamination levels on a number of scrap material imports. The waste ban policy hopefully improves severe circumstances in China and facilitates the healthy development of people and society. The results. If you take a look at the statistics shown, after the policy has been conducted by the Chinese government, waste import has decreased drastically. Given that the US is one of the largest producers of waste, the ban has had a great impact on the country. Some developed countries have started to transport the waste to other Southeast Asian countries, such as Thailand and Malaysia, to respond to the ban. Some Chinese manufacturers are also setting up factories in these countries to try to undertake these new projects. According to the Financial Times, after the ban on China, the UK's waste exports to Malaysia tripled, and the domestic recycling industry is still sluggish. After we have acknowledged China's plastic history, the waste is not only the government's responsibility. It has also become our responsibility as a citizen of the world. How do we contribute? Number 1, use a reusable bottle/cup for beverages on the go. Number 2, use reusable grocery bags and not just for groceries. Number 3, purchase wisely and recycle. Number 4, compost it. Number 5, avoid single-use food and drink containers and utensils. Number 6, buy secondhand items and donate used goods. Number 7, shop local farmers markets and buy in bulk to reduce packaging. And finally, number 8, curb your use of paper, mail, receipts, and magazines. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. I hope my short presentation will be informative and useful for your knowledge. 再见.
Okay, thank you, Yasar. It's really important to understand how China will stop the import of 24 kinds of solid waste from foreign countries. Now, I will open the Q&A session again for 2 questions about China that Yasser will help to answer. You can type your question at the Zoom chat.
Okay, yes, sir. I have one question from me. Because saying from your presentation, you mentioned a while ago about the green fence operation, right? So is it still implemented until today or how?
Thank you for your question. And no, the green fence operation is not implemented anymore, but there's actually a new policy that has been implemented. The solid waste law that has been implemented on the 1st of September 2020.
Oh, okay, okay. So how's the policy, the new policy right now? Do you have the detail or you just know the new policy?
I still do not know the details.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you. And is there any more question? If none, I would like to again welcome all of you. Thank you for coming to our Zoom meeting. I would like to remind, I will say in bahasa for a while. Terima kasih sudah hadir dan mohon untuk chat nama lengkap dan juga asal sekolah di Zoom chat untuk e-sertifikatnya nanti. Jadi nama lengkap dan asal sekolah supaya kami tahu juga dari sekolah mana saja ini yang datang karena ini ada nama-nama yang kami baru pertama kali lihat. Mungkin dari sekolah-sekolah lain supaya kami bisa acknowledge juga. Okay, we would like to give time before Roy from the Philippines will present his topic. I would like to say hi, Mom Amanda. Are you here, Po?
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. We are
Hi,
so
Mom.
happy to be with your conference. We at AUP are so excited to listen and join your convention.
Okay, Mom. Yeah, we're excited and glad that you can join with us today with the AUP Academy. And is there any more student from AUP Academy beside Roy, Mom?
Yeah, I have invited my students. We have here Bryce, Gian, Asi, Rayjan, Falkulan. Hello, Sophia Tanaka, Maria Altea Bernadette. And we also have my co-teachers. Our principal is also here with us. Mom Ardel Sarmiento.
Can you introduce them to us and they say hi so we know which one, are they?
Hi, Mom Ardel. Mom Ardel is our principal, our ever energetic and able principal of the academy. We also have the student government advisor and Filipino teacher, Sir Gerardo Asi is here. And we also have Mom Mylene, our nurse, school nurse, and the discipline officer of the academy. Mom Busito also. Mom Busito is here. Mom Busito is our health teacher. Yeah.
There's a lot. Thank you all for coming and supporting our event today, supporting our student and also Roy from the Philippines. So thank you, Roy, for willing to, bring representing the Philippines and how the Philippines manage the plastic waste. So this time I would like to give Roy the time to present how Philippine government manage their plastic waste. So the time is yours, Roy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me allow to introduce myself again. I am Roy Matthew Buhia. I am an 8th grade student currently studying in Adventist University of the Philippines. And I am very delighted to present to you awareness about plastic waste management and to grant us more knowledge about our very own contribution in this matter. To raise awareness and to educate ourselves, we need to know first the serious effect of this problem. Let us ask ourselves, why are we here discussing about this matter? Or why are we conducting this student discussion series about waste management? Unfortunately, it is because of the serious effect to the world that we live in today. Here in the Philippines, we have become the world's third largest source of plastic waste. Unfortunately, these problems does not only lead serious harm to our environment, but also to the inhabitants or ourselves. We are often told that plastic waste create pollution to bodies of water. We have um, videos about turtles entangled with plastic straw, but I want to tell you that it is not only in bodies of water, but it is also in land and in air that is polluted because of plastic waste. These pictures are all from the Philippines, and these are worst cases, and these are the harms of plastic waste. The plastic waste is a threat to land animals. Um, they digest or ingest chemicals from the plastics. Also, it is a threat to vegetation and resources. It contaminates and damages terrestrial environment, resulting to a bad quality of resources, such as our food, and that is a harm even for us as well. And this is a very popular thing that to discuss about. Plastic waste is a threat to marine animals. As we have seen earlier, it talks about turtles, whales eating plastics. It is a threat to marine ecosystems. Plastic waste is also a threat to extinction to marine animals. Also, plastic waste is a threat to our public health. As we can see, carbon dioxide are released when plastics are burned and decomposed. And it also leads to global warming, and it also affects the animal health, the environment that we live in. But let me share to you um, how the Philippine government manage the plastic waste disposal, or how we manage our plastic waste here. It is called the Republic Act of 9003, or the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. It was approved by the Office of President on January 26, 2001, and up to this day, it is still being implemented. So here are some declaration policies that I would like to share to you about how the government utilize waste management here in the Philippines. This act ensures the protection of public health and environment. It set guidelines and targets for solid waste avoidance and volume reduction. It ensures the proper segregation, collection, transport, treatment, and disposal of solid waste. It also promotes national research and development programs, and it also retains primary enforcement and responsibilities of solid waste management to the local government units. There's also this thing called an eco brick. This is an alternative for hollow blocks. It is a plastic bottle packed with used plastic to set density. This is used for furnitures or in buildings as well. Back when I was in the 6th grade, I have made some of eco bricks, and I really believe that doing this really reduce plastic waste, because in just a small bottle, you can put there a lot of plastics, and it is a good solution that the government has implemented. So I would also like to share you how our campus utilize plastic waste. This is how we segregate. Every household, every public places is given a piece of paper, and in that piece of paper, it contains reminders about plastic waste disposal or segregation generally. We are given free garbage bins where we could segregate it. And also, this policy is strictly implemented. There's a policy where when the garbage collector go and collect the bins, and if they see it not properly segregated, they would leave it behind and would give you a fine, and they would collect it once it is properly segregated already. So, what is my contribution, or what is our contribution as a student in reducing the harm effect of plastic waste disposal? As a student, I believe that even the little actions matter. These little things or little actions are most probably the basics or the things that we have learned since we were young. Some examples are segregation, putting our trash inside our pockets or inside our bags when we can see no garbage bins around, or even using alternatives of plastics such as jars or eco bags. Basically, as students, we need to absorb, right? Absorb everything what is taught in our school, and we should also be well educated and well disciplined. It should not stop about knowing it properly, but it should also be applied in our everyday tasks. And I have been a student for 9 years already, and I believe these little things, these little actions make a great impact. One of my greatest contribution is being disciplined, and fortunately, I am privileged enough to have a good foundation or to be a well-educated student. And I also believe that our contribution is being a good influence to others, because there are possibilities that people will look up to you in situations. So, lastly, I would like to share the last question was, if I was one of the stakeholder in the government in managing the plastic waste disposal, what innovation or what idea will I suggest? This is not an innovation, but this is a suggestion or something that is essential for us today. Um, I would suggest to bring a good foundation in this matter. What is a good foundation? It basically means good education. Because we cannot create great innovation or complex programs if we don't know the basics, or if we don't know the main reason behind it. So I would want to educate people back to the basics, because a good foundation helps to make a good result. And also, after educating them, I would like to also implement giving free segregation bins to every household, um, because I believe that this is the most strategic way and also the most simplest way that we can reduce plastic waste. And lastly, in conclusion, we all contribute in taking care of our environment. Every action made by our hands, or every little things that our hands do, can lead to big results. Simple throwing of garbage, um, it will sustain us, not just ourselves but also to those people around us. So I believe that we all have a big responsibility to sustain our holistic health and also our environment and in this world that we live in. So I hope that this presentation has helped not just me, but also all of us to have more knowledge about our contribution to the environment, and also how we can be a good influence to others. So that is all. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Roy. It's really impressive how Philippines manage their trash. And now I will open the Q&A session once again for 2 questions about Philippines that Roy will help to answer. You can type your question in the Zoom chat.
Okay, here's one question that came in the live chat. It says the eco bricks is cool. How are we sure that the eco bricks are strong enough to be used? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Echo brick, it is an alternative to hollow blocks, and studies, I have researched that eco bricks is as useful and as long lasting as blocks. Um, when I first tried to put plastics in there, there are a lot of air inside it. But basically, when you put the plastics inside the bottle, it should be really dense. There are no air inside, and when you touch it, it's just like a rock. It's not soft because the plastics are really compact together in that bottle. So I believe also that the eco bricks are very cool, and it is a great solution or a great way to reduce the plastic waste this harm. That's
Okay, wonderful. Just follow up question regarding the eco brick. Is it produced massively, or is it really have to be like homemade, or the small, or is there any big company that produces that eco brick?
It was started, I think, at a company or some. It was founded by some companies, but it is also encouraged by to the local government units. They said that um, it is it has less budget than the cement, right? You're just going to get plastic waste and then you put it together, even though it is a really hard work to put inside the plastics. I believe that there are, what do you call this, programs about eco bricks that creates school, creates houses for the students here in the Philippines, because not everyone is also fortunate enough to study. That's why it is also a great way to build schools here.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. And I found this one and one more question here. Is the garbage sorted in a specific group? So in the Philippines, is the garbage really sorted in specific
Of
groups?
course, everyone knows how the garbage should be sorted. Also, I already told it earlier. We are given some papers to know or to remind ourselves where we could throw our garbage. We are given bins where we could throw it, and it's just the way that sometimes we are careless. That's why there are pollution that is happening. That's why I really think that good discipline and a good education should be implemented here. That's why.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Roy, for your amazing presentation, and all the students from Bright School as well for your amazing presentation, well-researched one. And we're really glad that, being here as a presenter, it's one of the things to learn, being a public speaker, it's really a good practice. So thank you so much, Roy. Thank you so much, Mom Amanda, for guiding Roy to really well prepared the presentation. So this time, I would like to give time because we'll still there's another expert speaker that we're going to hear from ITB. I would like to go back to the question from the student a while ago. Latang, are you ready with your question, with your answer?
Okay, so the Germany cost about 300 million euros, or about 5 trillion in rupiah, for the waste destroy machine or and the garbage truck. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Also here in some says in Jakarta, there's a company that produces eco bricks. It's Ings Phone from Ings Phone. Can you please share some of your thought regarding the eco bricks produced in Jakarta? Is it Yasser's? Yasser from Yasser? Or Yasser's mom?
I think it's for me.
Yeah. I mean, because she said that in Jakarta, there's also company that produce eco bricks. So like, I want to know, like what is it in Jakarta? Because I never heard that before in Jakarta. They also produce eco bricks. So I would like to ask for Yasser's mom, Ibu, bisa share sedikit nggak? Can you share a little bit of your information regarding? Oh, it's called rebricks.co.id. Okay. Maybe the students from Indonesia, maybe you can try to check on that website later on regarding the eco-bricks. Also, we have also in Jakarta as well. Okay. It says also, Mom Amanda says the eco-bricks are studies by Filipino engineers and entrepreneurs. They are exploring ways. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I guess even though Philippines and Indonesia, we are all trying to really, managing this plastic waste, because we all know that plastic waste, if it's not managed well, it can pollute our environment, air, land, and the water pollution. Okay. I want to go back to the question from Kira, right? Kira, are you ready with your answers for the question a while ago?
Yes, thank you. For the pet bottle caps, the bottle caps will be recycled. It's real certain that the bottle caps will be into a big garbage like this. It will be collected and it will be melted to make another colored material, such as bucket or bottles. It will be melted and then made into another material. Thank you.
Okay, so it's the same, but because the cap, it has color, so they separated the bottle and the cap to be recycled separately. Is there anyone who wants to share regarding the plastic waste management here on the audience? The other school, I would like to acknowledge the school that I saw in the live chats a while ago. There are students from Atalia School. Welcome. And of course, our students from Bright School, and also from Brington Junior High School, from SD Al Bayinah Muhammadiyah, and also students from SD Kupu-Kupu, and students from SMPN 182 Jakarta, SD Tebet Timur 17, SD Al Azhar BSD, and SD Al Fat BSD. Selamat datang, terima kasih sudah bergabung bersama kami untuk mensupport acara kami pada hari ini. Okay, any more questions or share your thought regarding the plastic waste management in any country? Okay, Kira, I would like to ask for what do you think regarding the plastic waste management compared to the Japan? the one that you representing, and from other countries that your friend, Germany, Singapore, China, and even Philippines, how they manage their plastic.
Sorry, but I have just researched for the Japan side. I haven't researched from the other side.
No, I mean,
so
what
here's
do
the
you
example.
think? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so here's like pet bottle. As last time somebody asked, what does the pet bottle look like? So it's like a mineral water, as you can see. Or so here's like the cap of it, and then it will be like collected into some big garbage, big trash can, and it will be melted to make a bucket, some colored plastic materials.
Okay, that's cool.
Is my answer clear enough? If other question?
Yes,
yes, for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's clear enough. Oh, I see here there's student coming from Penang, Malaysia. Welcome. Thank you for coming from SMK Convent Butterworth. Thank you for coming and joining us this afternoon. Okay, is there any more question to our student presenters or clarification or any thought that you want to share regarding the plastic waste management? If none, okay, thank you so much for the students, all the students, amazing presentation that you've prepared so far. For this time, I would like to welcome our expert speaker, Bapak Insinyur Ahmad Zainal Abidin, Master of Science, PhD, the professor from Technology Institution of Bandung. He took his bachelor's degree in ITB. ITB, it's Institute Teknologi Bandung. And he also continued his studies in master's and doctoral degree in Manchester, England, in UMIS and the Victoria University of Manchester. Bapak Zainal?
Hello, yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bapak. Mr. Thank you for coming and spending your time to speak and to share for this in this event regarding the plastic.
Yeah, I'm happy to join and listening the bright student from all over the world. Yeah.
Okay, so Bapak or Mr. Zainal here, he has some projects in Indonesia regarding the plastic, the management of plastic waste. Here I found there is five projects that happened in 2010 and up to 2020. So here's I will read in Bahasa the projects. In 2010 it's optimalisasi kondisi reaksi untuk peningkatan kualitas produksi komposit polimer super absorben. Dan juga di tahun 2018 itu ada perencanaan pembangunan dan pengoperasian industri pengolahan sampah Masaro, dan juga di tahun yang sama 2018 ada Masaro atau Zero Waste Management in Babakan Education Complex, dan juga di tahun ini ada dua proyek yang Bapak Zainal lakukan, yaitu peningkatan produktivitas dan efisiensi kilang plastik Masaro skala pilot plant, dan juga peningkatan efektivitas dan produktivitas pupuk Masaro. So, Mr. Zainal, he has his passion regarding the plastic waste management, how to improve the effectiveness and productiveness of plastic waste management. So, Mr. Saina, we would like to give you this time for 25 minutes and onward to share your knowledge to all of us. And for those who have questions later on, you can put it in the live chat, in Zoom live chat. Okay, Mr. Zainal?
Okay, thank you very much. I will make a presentation, but before that, I would say good afternoon to everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr.
Okay. So my presentation is just the tag, a topic in the program here, the wonderful plastics. Many people think negative about plastic, but as an expert, I should give the true information scientifically that plastic is wonderful. I'm glad to give this talk to very fruitful children, yeah, the next generation of our future. Hope they will understand well about this and have good impression about this and the right image about this. Yeah. Okay. Next, please. Now we can say planet plastic because many in our world now full with plastic. We cannot live without plastic. If we see later in my explanation, you can understand what I mean. Okay, next please.
Oh, Bapak boleh excuse me for a while. We cannot see you. Is your cameras on already?
Oh, okay. Not on, yeah.
Yeah. It's still off. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Pak.
Actually, I'm not well at this time. So that's why the camera was not on. But okay, anyway, by owning this, might be more communicative, yeah, for the presentation. Okay, let's see here. What is plastic? What are plastics? Plastic are monomers that are joined together to form polymer. So this is two words you may not understand. First is about monomer, and second about polymer. Actually, plastic or polymer is big molecule, yeah, big molecule. Before, people think that molecule cannot be seen even with microscope. But now, with plastic or polymer, molecule can be as big as a basketball. So it's just one molecule. Why? Because the small monomer join together to form a plastic or polymer. Yeah. At this time, 99% of plastic are derived from crude oil. The rest might be from animal or from vegetable or from plantation. Yeah. So the majority is still from crude oil. Okay. Below is the picture of some plastic use or the raw material come from. So the oil filled normally as you see in the picture, but the plastic can be like the product you see below, either for home application or for leisure or for technical application in the building, in the car, in the electronic, and so on. Yeah. I will give you many explanation later. Next, please. Hello, next. Yeah. I just said there are two terminology you might not understand. First is about monomer. Can you use cursor? Yeah. Okay. This is the monomer. We make example for polyethylene plastic. This is the plastic majority used in daily life. The biggest portion of the plastic is polyethylene. Yeah. And the monomer is like this. This is the structure. C is stand for carbon, yeah, carbon atom. So we call this ethylene vinyl monomer, yeah, VCM, vinyl monomer, yeah. Okay. So when it react and make polymer, the structure of the plastic like the picture below. Something like that is quite big, and this happen within a second. Yeah, from the small thing to be the big thing. The small thing doesn't have any strength at all. Even if mosquito pass, they cannot trap it. Yeah, okay. But with the big structure like this, even the bullet, yeah, the bullet can stand for this. So this is the technology, yeah, technology of plastic changing from the no strength at all to be the very strong.
Biar enak.
Hello, Pak Zainal. Your audio it's muted.
Hello.
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this is the illustration. If house with plastic, then the room is full, and our life become easy and nice. Yeah. But this is the dining room. Yeah, everything there. This is the kitchen. Yeah, everything is there. But if it is without plastic, then we'll be like this. Yeah. Can you imagine how our life will be? Yeah. The dining room is becoming clear. Actually, the dress they use is plastic as well, but I'm not quite confident to drop away the dress. Yeah. So I still put the cloth there full. Yeah. Okay. Why the dress is from plastic? Because it's made from polyethylene, made from polyester or nylon or acrylic. Yeah, they're all plastic material, but in the form of fiber. Yeah, okay. So becoming dress. So you can imagine if our world without plastic, then our life will be very difficult. And if the world without plastic, the cost of life will be 2 to 5 times higher. Yeah, you see later. Okay, next please. So I tried to describe the plastic uh, for the five type of area. First is the packaging. Yeah, this is example of the packaging. There is bottle, there is plastic bag, and also the other thing, yeah, the regen and so on. If we don't use this, of course, we have difficulties in carrying the material. Yeah, uh, material cannot go far from the sources. Yeah, but if we have this packaging, the material can travel over cross over all over the world. Yeah, so the life becoming easy. The second is about the electronic. You see the picture there. Many are made from plastic. Yeah, yeah, from plastic, all of them, including the screen from plastic. So if you don't have this, you use the big television, not the thin television like this. Yeah, okay. So this is the reality. Many people do not realize if the world without plastic, then the life becoming difficult. Next, please. See, this is for the car. So many parts of the car use plastic and make car becoming lighter. Yeah, and because of that, the energy saving is great. Yeah, not only the car but also the aeroplane. Before aeroplane is quite big, so consume a lot of energy. Now 25% of the aeroplane use plastic, so becoming lighter, and the consumption of energy for the plant also smaller. Yeah. Next, please. This is for the building. If the building not using this plastic, yeah, it will be very difficult and very expensive. Yeah, but now becoming cheap and easier because of plastic. The next is about household. Yeah, see the household example in the picture there. If we don't have this thing, our house will be messy. But with this, our house becoming tidy and look nice. Yeah. Okay. Next, please. So I think for the car already done. For the electronic gear, like CD, is made from plastic. And if you see the freezer, yeah, the fridge, many components are made from plastic. We cannot do it without plastic. Okay, next, please. So from the point of view of environmental, what energy consumption would double, yeah, if we don't use plastic, yeah. CO2 emission that we all concern for the environmental global warming will increase if we don't use plastic. 10% increase, yeah, if we don't use plastic. Okay, next, please. Okay, next. Okay, I think you all familiar with the box like this, yeah. Have you ever thought now? Have you ever thought about the convenience of plastic containers for food storage and protection of your food? Yeah, you cannot bring a food in your luggage Yeah, if you don't use this type of a food container. Yeah. Next, please. Okay. Why people choose plastic? This is big question. Yeah. Even though people think that plastic is not environmentally friendly, but the production of plastic increase all the time, and the use of plastic also increase all the time. Yeah. In the 1950, the consumption is about 2.5 million ton, but now becoming about 300 more. Yeah, 300 more. So within about 70 years, increase from 2.5 become 300. Yeah, higher than 300. Okay, next. Why? The reason I can summarize here, because plastic are safe and hygienic. They are inert, not react with our body or our chemical or our food. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah. Kemudian and then lightweight. Yeah. So for the transportation, will save energy, and for our energy also will save our energy. The third reason is long life or durable. Yeah. So plastic can stand for 100 years, according to the publication people made. Yeah. Okay. And then easily be formed. Yeah. If you make a computer casing from plastic, it happen within second. Yeah. But if you make from wood, even 1 month may not be finished. Yeah. Because the procedure from cutting the wood until becoming a casing is very staging. Yeah. And then the cost is very low as well. Right. Next, please. We talk about the environmental aspect of plastic from energy consumption point of view and CO2 emission compared to the other material. For example, aluminum is the highest consumed. Second is steel. The third glass, and then paper. And plastic is the lowest. Yeah, 3.1. Yeah, aluminum 74.1. It's more than 20 times. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That is, if the energy consumption is high, that means CO2 emission is high. CO2, as we all know, can contribute to the global warming and becoming a problem for all over the world. Okay, next, please. I want to explain some basic words. Yeah, you might misunderstood about this. First is about the plastic, conventional plastic. Conventional plastic is plastic from oil, and then bioplastic. Bioplastic is plastic from material bio, like plantation or animal. Yeah. Then biodegradable plastic. Majority of people now still thinking the plastic environmentally friendly is the plastic that are biodegradable. Recent study, this is wrong understanding. Yeah. there are many conventional plastic. If we do study from LCE, life cycle assessment, yeah, they are more environmentally friendly than biodegradable plastic. Yeah. Besides that, people think that biodegradable plastic, if you throw to the environment, will be degraded. No, some biodegradable plastic need special condition: the temperature, the humidity, the oxygen of environment, and so on. So if that not fulfilled, they are not automatically biodegraded. Yeah, okay. And then people majority also wrong in make understanding. They think bioplastic automatically biodegradable plastic. No, biodegradable plastic can be made from conventional plastic, also made from bioplastic. Bioplastic can be biodegradable, can not be biodegradable. Okay, so this is the understanding I should say uh, uh, to make many correction. Majority people have wrong understanding. Next, please. Okay, now about the plastic waste. Yeah, I just listened to many presentation regarding the plastic waste management. So maybe this is to complement with the previous presentation. Yeah. Next, please. So if people think plastic waste thrown to landfill, of course, this is not the answer. Yeah. So there are many alternatives to handling the plastic waste. Can be waste to energy, can be chemical, fine chemical, can be recycling. Yeah. So not to dump to the landfill. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That is my first message. Secondly, I want to introduce other treatment of plastic waste. I introduced three only, yeah, even though recycling can be divided into three types, yeah. But I should say recycling first, yeah. Recycling are common in all over the world, yeah. As just mentioned in the presentation before, plastic can be recycled, but not all plastic. Yeah, not all plastic. There are plastic cannot be recycled. Even plastic that can be recycled, there is a limit of recycling. So after some time, they have to be incineration, or they have to be recovered. Yeah. So this incineration is changing a plastic to the energy. The energy can be in the form of hot energy, or can be in the form of electricity or others. Yeah, but recovery can change the plastic waste into monomer, into fine chemical, into fuel and so on. Yeah. So we have done many research in this area that produce many patent. I have 9 patent under ITB in this field. Yeah. Okay, next please. Next. Okay. Plastic recycling. The recycling normally for the thick plastic, such as bottle plastic or cup and so on. But here in the box, you also see the beverage cans and then glass bottle and then paper, carton, and so on, and then non-electronic waste. In Indonesia, normally the material in the box here collected by waste bank, yeah, or by the pickers, yeah, waste bank by the picker. Then they treat or spirit into its type, then they send to recycle industry. So this create the economic activity for many people. Yeah. However, there are plastic that are not be able to be to be recycled. Yeah. Those plastic have to, the number is lot as well. Maybe as big as the recycled plastic. Like for example, plastic single use in Indonesia. There is a name called plastic single use. Yeah. Although in the reality there is none. Like for example, plastic bag, yeah. The picker normally not picking those plastic or plastic of food. Yeah, normally this plastic is not picked by the picker or collected by the waste bank. Yeah, so this plastic, if we don't do treatment, then will be scattering everywhere and will damage the environment. Yeah. So I introduced my technology here. Yeah, that can handle that those sort of plastic. Let's next slide, please. Oh, before that, there is example of plastic recycling. So beside the eco block, yeah, eco grass block, yeah, as mentioned in the previous presentation, actually we can make many things from the plastic recycling. Yeah, can be for the bank, can be for the cloth, can be for the garden, like this. Yeah, all made from the plastic recycling waste. Yeah, recycled waste. So it's look beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. People never think that this is from the plastic waste because it looks so beautiful. Yeah, but it is really from plastic waste. Okay, next please. So why plastic are wonderful? Yeah, why plastic are wonderful? You see here plastic life cycle, starting from the sources, yeah. Number one, sources, yeah, at the bottom, and then from the source go to production side, yeah. This is the industry, yeah, and then the product will be used for daily life of ours, yeah. After that, becoming waste, yeah, becoming waste. So from this, we have to have careful attitude, yeah, educated attitude, because waste can be recycled material or can be recovered or incinerated, yeah. So by this pattern, there is no plastic will harm our life, will harm our environment, will harm water, land, and also the air. Yeah, this is the cycles I developed. Yeah, in our technology, many projects already done, and if you have time, you can see it later. Yeah, okay. Next, please. Next. No, before this, there is one slide. Actually, oh, dicabut. Oh, yeah. The ITB technology. Can you show the ITB technology of plastic refinery? Just a moment. My assistant will help to present the plastic refinery technology that we have already developed in our laboratory, yeah, at ITB. Okay. Okay, just a moment.
Okay, Pak.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think yesterday already done. Can you? So basically, with this our technology, the plastic can be incinerated, producing heat, and the heat used for the pyrolysis process that can make another plastic becoming fuel oil, ya. In Indonesia BBM, ya, fuel oil. So by this technology, there is none of the waste go to TPA, yeah, the final dumping. No, no. All, yeah, this is the technology that already developed under ITB patent, yeah. Okay. So the plastic clean one, clean plastic will go to the top for the pyrolysis process, and the others go from the bottom will be incinerated. This is the ship operation unit, yeah, that make everybody happy, yeah, because we don't need to put the fuel there enough from the waste itself, yeah. We only use match to start up this process, yeah. Okay. Okay. So all the waste will be end up with the incineration and pyrolysis. The product will be very good product or valuable product, yeah. there is for the protection of food, for the protection of agriculture, and also for fuel for car, and also this is the media for plantation. Yeah, okay. This technology already suggested by the Minister of Environmental of Indonesia. Yeah, as you see, the website given here. Yeah, okay. Next, please. Okay, no. That's enough. Go. Back to the previous slide. No. Yeah. The final closing. Yeah, okay. 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 Sorry, yeah, for the delay. There is technical problem.
It's fine, Pak.
Okay. Okay, next, please. Next. Hello, move. Okay. Oh, next, please. Next, please. Yeah. So here, thank you. That's that one. Yeah. So why the plastic is wonderful? Because plastic from the source until the waste all can be treated, yeah, can be treated with the environmentally friendly approach and also with the circular economy approach. That's why this material is the most wonderful material. Okay, thank you very much to everybody, yeah, for listening and watching my presentation. I would be glad if there is any question and discussion. Okay, this is for the creative. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Pak. Thank you so much, Mr. Zainal, for sharing the knowledge regarding the how plastic. Somewhat from your presentation here, I have question, Pak. Because like seeing your from the student, they present that plastic it's harmful to the environment, but from seeing your presentation, but plastic can be useful as well because and it also has the least CO2 carbon dioxide emission, right, Pak? And
That's
so
right.
how are we going to balance this good and harm effects of the plastic waste?
Basically, we have to change the waste management from the old style of waste management to the new style of waste management. Plastic cannot be treated like the old material. You just throw it to the scattering anywhere. Yeah. No, we have to put in the special place, and we can treat again after that, becoming another product or becoming another energy or becoming another new fine material. But if the old style use, then yes, it become problem. Now we have to make new education in the plastic field, so people understand well about the plastic, and then the action in the daily life will be different. That will change, making the plastic, which before perceived as the harmful material for the environment, to the plastic that environmentally friendly to the material. Yeah, their style of the treatment must be different. Yeah, because in the previous understanding, people think that destroying the waste with the microorganism, plastic cannot be. So we have to use the temperature to change the form of plastic to another form. We can use mechanical approach, even the chemical approach. So people have incorrect understanding about that. Before thinking that plastic cannot be destroyed even more than 100 years, but actually, if we treat with the temperature, the chemical, and the mechanical, it happens within seconds, changing from plastic, one plastic to another plastic or another material. And that does have doesn't have bad effect to the environmental at all, but have good effect to the environment and also to the economic of the people. Yeah, okay, that's a new understanding, and I have already provided my technology that I developed in my laboratory. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Pak, because maybe it's really needed to educate all the people to how we treat the plastic waste or the plastic that we use every day, because sometimes even
Hello.
Small things like plastic with plastic candies, with just small plastic, that packaging from the snacks. We just, sometimes it's just a small things, we just throw it and scatter and litter it anywhere. But maybe it's really important to educate all of us, like all the people. You really need to throw the garbage in its it's in own place, so that it can be managed later in the future for the better materials as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Wonderful. Any more question from the audience? You can
Hello, feel free.
Yeah, feel free. This is a rare opportunity that Mr. Zainal can
Can you read for me?
Okay. From the presentation of the student, plastic are somewhat harmful, but after seeing your presentation, plastic has the least pollution for CO2 emission compared to the other material. So how to balance the good and the harm effect of plastic?
I just answered the.
Yeah, that was my question. Yeah, I typed it before. Okay, so this is also from the username. It's Inge's iPhone. She said the conclusion is we should know the importance of managing the plastic waste and reducing plastic use and implementing it in our daily life. Yeah. Why?
Reducing plastic use is not the right action, because reducing plastic use will make our life difficult and our life becoming high price. For example, in Indonesia, there is policy of the government previous few years ago, that forbid using styrofoam box or styrofoam material for food or forever. Yeah. And they replaced with the paper box. Do you know the difference? The price of styrofoam box is only 200 rupiah. And the paper box is about 2,000 rupiah. So 10 times higher. So when I calculate in Bandung, for example, it almost half trillion rupiah just for changing this, the money of the people are wasted. Yeah. In fact, this policy is because the wrong understanding of the government to the styrofoam. They think that styrofoam will make, for example, flooding. How come? Styrofoam is the light material. If there is water, they will stay at the top. It will not block the flow, yeah, of the water. So that's wrong understanding. Okay. From the health point of view, there is no such evidence. If from the wood body of the health, yeah, saying that styrofoam will harm the health. There is none. But why this government, yeah, put such policy without any research, yeah. Now they are cancel, yeah, the policy. Let people do what the people like, yeah. So be careful with the policy of not using plastic, because we'll increase our spending and will make our life becoming difficult. Yeah. Use the new technology and new management of waste to handle the plastic waste material. So there is no harm to the environment, and it's also good for the economic sector. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Pa. So it's the way how we educate and give another understanding of the people that
that's right.
Plastic can be useful because it can be transformed into more useful materials with the right technology. So there's are some thoughts here in the live chats regarding the plastic, because it's from Ichali Mitch. There are some plastic now. There are bioplastic and oxidegradable plastics. And also, she said, because you are mentioning the styrofoam, she mentioned that styro has a poor degrading capacity. It is high toxic. It also affects the atmosphere because of the CFC content. How is your thoughts about that?
Let me start from the styrofoam first. Styrofoam doesn't contain CFC. It uses air for the blowing. Yeah, not the CFC. So there is no CFC there. No harm to the air and the environment. Secondly, people has to differentiate between the monomer and the plastic. Styrofoam is plastic, but the monomer is styrene. Styrene is harmful, but styrofoam, plastic, is not harmful. So styrene is monomer, but in the form of styrofoam, the monomer has already converted into the polymer. We call styrofoam, okay, or polystyrene. Yeah, okay. So this is wrong understanding. I should make correction. The previous question, what is it? I forgot.
It's not a question, it's just a statement that regarding the plastic, there is bioplastic and oxidable plastics as well.
Yeah, actually, these two plastic are an effort by the people to, in order to make, in order the plastic becoming environmentally friendly. But the technology are competing, you know. People develop OXO and also develop biodegradable. With the consequence, for example, biodegradable is high price, yeah, and bad in the mechanical properties. So it not fulfill the many technical need, yeah. The OXO is not much different from the price point of view, but OXO has a problem, another problem. Many picker, many West Bank, many company of recycling company doesn't like OXO material, because if we put together between conventional and OXO material, so the plastic conventional will be unused for the recycling. And there is study in many countries, like in France and also in Belgium. Plastic biodegradable and plastic OXO, the best end of life is with the incineration or with the converting into fuel, something like that. Yeah, pyrolysis. We call it pyrolysis. So I should give this understanding to many people as an expert of polymer, yeah, an expert of plastic, yeah. So I hope people understand. Don't use the understanding that spread all over the world without basic of science and technology. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Pa. There is last question that we're going to tackle. The very last question. Are people studying on how to find safe plastic, or does it already exist? Maybe this is about environmental studying. Like, is in the environmental studies, are we going to they're going to learn about safe plastic management, or how? There are studies.
The study regarding the plastic treatment, yeah, plastic waste treatment, plastic waste technology is still going on, especially to make the plastic becoming monomer. Monomer is the origin of the plastic, or plastic becoming another fine material that are more valuable than the raw material before. In my laboratorium, for example, I did study in changing the styrofoam into the PI material. This PI material has price better than styrofoam and used to clean the sulfur content in the light diesel oil, or in Indonesia we call solar. Yeah. So sulfur is dangerous for the environment. Yeah. That's why the number is limited up to if it is Euro 5 is below the 15 ppm. Yeah. But at the time I found the content of sulfur in ours is about 1,400 or 1,300. It's quite high. So with material I developed from the styrofoam waste, it could reach the Euro 5 standard. Yeah. So those things has been done by an expert. But anyway, the many example done by the student is that is the common thing. But the economic aspect is not quite good. So need support from the government or from the society in order to make the economic aspect is good. But in those new material that scientifically developed in the laboratory, yeah, I think we don't need support from this because economic aspect is really good. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pa. Thank you so much, Mr. Zainal, for sharing amazing knowledge that maybe I'm sure it opens our mind because we usually thought that plastic is really harmful and it's really, affects makes a bad effect in our life. But you said that, and you shared that plastic can be useful if it's really treated with the right management and the right technology. Thank you so much, Pa, for sharing and for coming. Yeah, for sharing.
Thank you, everybody. I should end also my meeting and go to another meeting. Thank you.
Okay, Pa.
I'll see you.
Okay, thank you, Pa. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone for staying until the end of our program this afternoon. I would like to again say thank you for the student presenters and also the guest presenter from AUP Academy and all the teachers and staff from AUP as well for coming and supporting our program this afternoon. And I would like to mention also for those who came to other school, Atalia School, and of course Bright School, Brington Junior High School, SD Albayinah Muhammadiyah, SD Kupu-Kupu, SMPN 182 Jakarta, SD Tebet Timur 17, SD Al-Azhar BSD, SD Al-Fat BSD, and also Sekolah Kebangsaan Bagan Ajam Penang, Malaysia. I would like to thank everyone for coming and joining our event and discussion this afternoon. And we already sent the link for the attendance and feedback form. Kindly fill out the form so we got to improve and always improve in the next program in the future. So before that, before we close, I would like to take pictures of everyone.
What just happened? Did she just froze?
No idea.
Look in the Bright School.
Yes.
How about? Oh, she's mute. Wait.
Okay. We'll screenshot. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next page.
Where am I in the page?
Okay, smile. Okay, last page. Okay, smile. Okay, thank you. I would like to give thanks again to the speakers and the guest presenter, Roy. Would like to give certificate. We will send it to you later. I will send it to Mom Amanda. This is for the guest speaker. So we would like to thank again for Mom Amanda to be part of our program this afternoon. Do you have anything to say, Mom?
Just thank you and God bless.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. See you on the next event next year. So happy holidays and see you guys on the next year. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. Bye, everyone.
Someday. I don't know when, but someday.
Mhm.